everyone, and welcome to Breaking Character LARP. Today, I'd like to take a look at a little foam-flinging blaster, I shouldn't say little, that's making a big splash among the LARP communities. This is the Adventure Force Thundershot. And when I say a big splash, I mean this is a big splash. This is a massive blaster. So I'd like to take a look at this, do a quick little review of it, and then compare it to some of the old standard industry favorites, as it were. So let's not waste any more time, let's jump right into it. Holy cow. This is the Thunderer. In short, it is a hammer, single draw, single shot, but with 8 chambers here. It has 8 rotating chambers that you just dump your darts in like so. This is my first time actually playing with this. As you saw, I just opened it up, and oh my gosh, it's a Buzzbee. I just realized that. It's a Buzzbee. There's a little thing down here that says Buzzbee on it. Those of you in the foam flinging business, Buzzbee is kind of one of the more budget options. Obviously, it's Nerf or nothing for a lot of people out there, but if you're looking for a nice budget option, Buzzbee Toys is it. So even though it's Adventure Force is really Buzzbee? Huh. I did not know that. So let's go through some first impressions and then we'll dive deeper into the comparison. This is kind of a first for me, because when I usually do like a LARP review, it's something that I've used already in the field. I've used Hammershots, or I've used double shot, or I've used LARP weapons. This is the first time actually pulling this straight out of the box and feeling it in my hands. And just a few notes, I do love the shape of it. It actually is shaped like a real handgun. And for us LARPers, us cosplayers who are, they want something that's realistic looking, but not too realistic, like we're not trying to do a real steel airsoft here. I do appreciate the shape of it. It does look very cool. It looks very modern. It looks like a revolver. Now that being said, it is flipping massive. I was shocked when this thing came in the mail just how big it is. I guess I'm used to, smaller pistols. I'm used to smaller things that can go into my holsters. But something like this, I don't know how I can holster this effectively or hide this on my person at a game. The other thing that I'm noticing is the handle is a little short. I am a big guy. I'm around 6'1", pushing 6'2" or so. My hands are pretty big. In the winter, I do usually like to wear gloves to my games, and I'm already just holding this in my hand. There's not enough. I just need like an extra inch or two. I've complained about this with swords before. I like having a lot of handle. I like having something really to hang on to, and I just wish I had just another inch or so down here at the bottom just for my hand to kind of rest into. As for the draw, it's a little far. Reaching up there, and again, I've got a big hand, so reaching up there and trying to grab that hammer really fast, it's a bit of a reach. It's definitely a bit of a reach up there. So I didn't realize it was loaded on that one. So I do think that's a bit of a complaint. That's a worry for some of you out there. If you have smaller hands, reaching up there is going to be a bit of an issue. The kind of games that I play at, the kind of LARPs that I go to, I really like to line up my shots exactly. I'm not going to be the kind of guy who's going to sit there and try to shoot 6 off really fast at an enemy charging at me. So for me, I think that's going to be fine. It's a large enough pull that I can really make that a dramatic motion with my hands. But if you're a performance LARPer, or if you're a performance Nerfer, if you plan to go into a game and trying to shoot as fast as you can, that is going to be an issue. That draw up to the thumb, the hammer with your thumb there, it's a bit of a reach. And again, I want to sit down and do this for a good half an hour and see just how tired does my thumb get at the end of that. For reloading, it's a simple chamber that just stays in place, and you just simply throw your darts down like so. So it's a really fast and easy to reload. The chamber doesn't come out. It doesn't come out at all like the Maverick used to, where it would pop out to the side. It just stays in there, so you kind of have to load them down one at a time. And it is ambidextrous, so if you are a left-handed person, you can easily load it on either side. And it freely spins. The minute you pull the hammer back, that's when it locks into place. But again, just like the Hammershot, you can slowly kind of release it. And I know that doesn't seem like a big deal. but I go to a Wild West game, and it is very cool to pull your piece out, cock it back at somebody, and then the situation's diffused, and you put your thumb on that hammer, pull the trigger back, and you let it fall back without releasing, without shooting. It's just so cool. You know, you don't want to be that guy who's standing out there with your gun going, yeah, situation solved, and pulling your bullet out, you know, pulling your dart out. Being able to release that hammer, it's actually really cool. I like that feature. So that's a good plus here. This is a very oversized, cartoony chamber. And again, it's the same with the barrel. If you look inside the barrel here, it's all empty, which for us performance nerfers, this is great because there's nothing in there that the dart's going to bounce into on its way out. This being open is perfect because it's not going to obstruct the dart at all. Sometimes if you have a barrel that's too small in diameter, the dart will lose some velocity as it comes out. But being so oversized and huge, like I could fit a lot down there, you know. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should we say, you know, the Hammershot in the room, because this is the main competitor. A lot of LARPers out there, post-apocalyptic Wild West games, you name it, they're running Hammershots. You know, a Hammershot in comparison to this has a much smaller, much sleeker profile. If we're just looking at size, using my good old trusty GW roller here, from tip to toe, this thing is pushing around 15 inches. The Thundershot is around 15 inches from barrel to the back of the handle, whereas your Hammershot, you know, it's coming in under a foot. It's coming in at exactly 11.5 inches from barrel to handle. And again, this is perfect. I cannot express to you enough how much I love the Hammershot. It's a perfect handle for a big guy like me. It's a perfect reach. You have all the same kind of mechanisms that you would have on something like this. So coming back to the issue of why would you ever want to choose one of these over one of these? And I think the answer is, if you're looking for price point, this is going to be more expensive than one of these. The normal Hammershot only has 5 shots in it. The Nerf Hammershot only has 5 as opposed to the 8. Now that is fixable. You can always buy a mod, or you can 3D print pieces that take this up to 6. I've even seen an 8 shot on a 3D printed 8 shot one. So you can upgrade the spring, you can upgrade the handles, the trigger. You can get an upgrade kit, but those are really expensive. In some cases, the one that I bought an Orange Works one. It was more expensive than the gun itself. So if you're looking for an affordable option, I still can't argue against this. This is just a more affordable option. Is it going to be a better option in the long run? I think that really depends on you. If you've got a small hand for the handle, but if you have a really large thumb, this is the right gun for you, I guess. But I'm not dissatisfied with my purchase yet. So I think this has its place. I think it has its place for its people. If you're looking for something unique, I would say pick this guy up. It is definitely unique. I think it's interesting looking. It is overly cartoony. And again, the kind of characters I play at a LARP are usually cartoon characters. We're big, bombastic, we're goofy. Again, I said it before and I'll say it again. I usually shoot my gun like this, like I'm in a cartoon or something. So this would fit my playstyle perfectly. If you're looking for performance, if you're looking for throwing out a lot of foam down the line, this might not be the right pick for you. But again, we're LARPers, we're cosplayers, we really like the aesthetics over the functionality sometimes. I wouldn't be wearing all this hot gear right now if I didn't like aesthetic over functionality. Again, I'm not dissatisfied with this. For $10, I think this was a great purchase. While filming some B-roll footage, I discovered that the Nerf darts don't fit inside this thing. Oh no! Oh no! So here is your chamber, here is your Nerf dart, it goes inside and it will not turn. It actually cannot squeeze past these pieces of plastic. If you put your Nerf dart in there, it's going to jam. That definitely is going to change my outlook on this. Again, Hammershot can take literally anything. It can take any form of dart or ammunition, but if you look very closely, it turns out the Adventure Zone darts are slightly smaller than the average Nerf dart, and that is going to make this not usable for every ammo type. One of the things that I really am going to argue for when it comes to using a Nerf gun at a LARP is you want to make sure that it's stupid proof. And I hate to say it like that, but you should be able to easily mix your ammo types without jamming your gun. And not being able to use the most popular style of Nerf dart in the world, not being able to use that, that's going to be a deal breaker for me. That really is. So I have to amend this. I have to put a little asterisk next to my point here. I did say earlier that this would be a great gun for its price, and it'd be great for NPCs, it'd be great for everything else. I cannot lie. The fact that it will not take Nerf darts is going to be a big deal breaker for you. For me and my crew, we all have darts, and they can all go into everybody else's gun. So that's never a concern, it's never an issue. You're not sitting there in a firefight going, I got the Zuru darts, do you have the Adventure darts? No, I got the Nerf darts, I got a waffle head. That should never be an issue in a fight, in a firefight, when you're trying to shoot the enemy coming at you. And again, worst case scenario, you throw one of these in, bad guy comes at you, and you're jammed, and boom, there we go, I got a jam. I got a jam. Jeez Louise. There we go. Okay. So what just happened there was it had to force its way through this part here. And I can't reach it out with my own, because I don't have really good fingernails. I can't reach it out with my bare fingers. Once it's in there, I'm struggling to reach it out. I'm hot and sweaty. I can't pull it out. I need to use a pair of scissors. I actually used a tool. I actually used a pair of pliers over there to pull it out earlier off camera. That's a big deal breaker for me. It really is. If you're planning on only using your ammunition type, if you're only planning on bringing enough ammunition for yourself and you're not planning on sharing or using anybody else's, again, this would be great. This is a great starter pistol for all of those reasons that I mentioned. But the simple fact that you cannot use Nerf ammunition in this straight out of the box. Final thoughts. I'm greatly disappointed now, because I just filmed a whole section saying about how much I like this and how great of a price point it is, and it's great for NPCs and it fits in your trench coat, and how great this is and how beautiful it looks, and I've made the argument before that LARPs are not a game of personalities, it's a game of hats. You know, depending on what hat you're wearing, that's the kind of character you're playing. And this is a beautiful piece for that. In a game where everybody is running around with Hammershots, having a unique piece like this can really make a big statement for you. But that being said, the fact that you cannot put any ammunition type in here that you wish, any Nerf dart in here, that's a big issue for me. I can't say that this is for everyone now. This is now a specialist piece. What I mean by that is there are some foam blasters out there that sometimes take shells, or sometimes certain darts won't really work that well in them. That's this now. Instead of this going from this is a great piece for everyone, I have to now state that this is a piece that's only good for some people. If you're planning on hanging on to your own darts and only firing your darts out of this thing, then this is still a great option for you. My final thoughts. If you're looking for a unique piece and you don't care about ammo type, this is a great piece for you. If you do care about ammo types, I would say pass this. Pass on this just because you don't want to jam. For cosplay, this would be a great Eddie Valiant piece. If you're out there in Toontown and a Toon dropped the safe on my brother. Oh my, what voice does Bob Hopkins sound like?
A Toon killed my brother.
A Toon? No.
He's angry. Mario.
Name? Mario. Last name?
Mario.
If you're planning an Eddie Valiant cosplay, this would be great. This is a great Toon gun. How big and cartoony it is. But if you're a performance LARPer, if you're a performance Nerfer, if you like flinging foam as fast as possible, I would say stay away from this. This one it may not be for you. We are Breaking Character LARP. Thank you very much for watching. And I am not happy. I don't like doing negative reviews. I really don't. As you can see on either side of me here, we have a Instagram post, and we've got a Facebook page, and we've got a Twitter. I don't like tweeting. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. You know all that good stuff. It helps the algorithm. Praise be the algorithm. Oh my gosh, is it hot and sweaty. I'm getting out of these clothes. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take it easy out there. Have a great rest of your summer.
Mario and Luigi Mario.